as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. The Wizards trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Washington. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gafford inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved till later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Here's Simmons, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Beal gets a wide-open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Kispert. Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Simmons on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. O'Neal misses. Here's Washington.
Over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy two, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Poke loose. Porzingis, king it over. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from KD. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Beal. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
.136 left in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Over Durant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Simmons. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Wright. Following the miss by Rui Hachimura. And it's Wright missing. Nets trailed by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Right side, Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Releases from 15. Durant, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Washington Wizards. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it. Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Washington leading now by 3. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Washington.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Over to the left wing. Here's Sumner. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Curry. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
That's trailed by 7. Curry is inside. Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And that one's good. Right. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that. It's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
Washington making some changes. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Timeout on the board. Brooklyn timeout. And shot Waldo, your Wizards answer.
So for the Nets.
Two minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc, they get it back. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
That one goes. Just count it.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Claxton. Porzingis with the block. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Wizards leading by 5. .56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Barton. Pass to Kispert. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown. Kispert got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 5 now.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Avdia. And no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed free points and just couldn't convert.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
First trip to the line for him here. He doesn't get the second one.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards out front, leading by 5. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nets trail by 5. Here's Sumner. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Sharp. Pass to O'Neal. Kispert with it. Outside, Beal. Now, here's Kispert. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Porzingis. And the 3 ball is good. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
And when you rank stretch bigs, you have to place Porzingis toward the top of that list. This guy is a pure shooter at 7'3".
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And that one's good. Beal.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their
their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The Nets working the ball around now. Fires from 18. Again, the Nets for 2.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Gafford.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now Irving. He has 5. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Substitution for your Wizards. Rui
Knocked loose. Pass to Sumner. Back to O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
first personal foul.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was
I should have
amazing.
reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems to wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Morris with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Here's Sumner. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
Quality pass, setting up a quality shot is just textbook basketball.
O'Neal comes with the double team. It's Barton on the wing. It's Barton on the wing. 5 to shoot. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Barton, no luck. Nets trail by 11. Pass to Sumner. Back to Irving. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Claxton. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Kuzma. The rebound by the Nets.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
The shot by KD. No good. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Stolen by O'Neal. Gets it off. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Washington leading now by 11. To the inside. Gafford. The shot comes out. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Warren. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
Here's Kispert. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. 3 from the inbound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
There's Beal with the 3. And they'll get another chance. Screen by Gafford. Puts up a 3.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
Right side Durant. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. KD with it. Now Avdia defending. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Screen by Porzingis. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
Outside Warren. Pass to Sharp. Curry from deep three-point land. Beal pulls it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Nets trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Brooklyn not going to change it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Evan?
Thank you, David. Takes the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
This is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
From deep. Washington with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Back to Porzingis. It's Beal on the wing. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And this is what they want. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Washington.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but There were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And the basket is good.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence, knowing that he's going to figure it out.
Here's Beal with the three. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. It's tipped. And they get it back. Goes up again. And that one good. And the Wizards lead by 19.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Curry with the bounce pass. Beal with the steal. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They quarter dominant showing in front of a